Today we're giving you a reason to keep working, and it has nothing to do with money.
What? Keep working? Like my job?
Yes.
Okay, plus a free local opportunity to help with mental health. Yes, it is Wellness Wednesday. Here we go.
Yeah, health officials, they are closely monitoring a small group of Americans after a hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship off the coast of Spain. Now, 17 U.S. passengers, they've arrived back in Nebraska for evaluation, including one person who did test positive for the Andes strain of the virus, but is not showing any symptoms. Now, hantavirus is rare. It's usually linked to contact with infected rodents through the Andes variant, though the Andes variant can spread between people in limited cases. Health leaders are stressing this is not a COVID-style situation, although it's feeling a little bit like that. I did listen to a podcast about it this morning. They say the overall risk to the public is very low. Now, those passengers, they will continue to be monitored for 42 days as a precaution. Local health departments are helping to track any possible symptoms. 3 of those cruise passengers aboard the Polar Expedition ship have died. 8 more cases are suspected. So it isn't as contagious as a COVID variant, but it can be pretty deadly.
It is much more deadly than the COVID is.
They say 30 to 40% of people who contract this die.
Right.
But there are people who are asymptomatic. So truthfully, those might be not correct.
Just make sure we're keeping up on this. Want to make sure we have all the information.
Right.
No panic.
No panic.
No panic.
No panic.
All right.
Breathe easy.
New research, I should say, adding another twist to the retirement conversation. This is what we're talking about. The workforce, you might want to leave that. Or might not want to leave that, because leaving it too early may actually speed up cognitive decline. Economists studied more than 40,000 Americans between the ages of 51 and 75, and they found that people who stayed employed tended to maintain stronger memory and thinking skills over time. Researchers say work provides more than that paycheck. It keeps you mentally engaged, socially connected, and routinely challenged. And the study comes as more Americans are retiring before 65, often without full financial security or long-term health plans in place. Experts say flexible schedules, part-time options, and phased retirement could help older adults stay active in the workforce without burning out.
Yeah, just dial it back a little bit, but keep working, right? Now, if your brain turns into a late-night downward spiral of stress, to-do lists, and random memories the second your head hits the pillow, yes. Sleep experts say there is a simple technique that may help quiet the noise. It's called cognitive shuffling. The idea is to give your mind just enough to do so it stops spinning into that problem-solving mode. So you start with a simple neutral word like garden or planet, then go letter by letter, thinking of random unrelated words, briefly picturing them in your mind. Now, experts say the process helps the brain shift the brain into a more relaxed, dreamy state. It's closer to how we naturally fall asleep, because counting, it gets too boring and too easy. So this keeps the mind lightly occupied without stirring up more stress. They do say choose your words wisely. Don't choose stress, right? Or sleep, or don't pick your words, just some random fun word. There's no right way to do it. So if you lose track midway through, that might mean it's actually working.
Cool.
So yeah. This one.
I actually fall asleep immediately.
Yeah, because you're a boy. I'm sorry. Maybe that one was just for girls, because I think boys drink a cup of coffee, go right to bed.
Right.
It's like no big deal.
Yeah.
But us women, we're thinkers.
Oh, a new mental health awareness campaign. Check this out. Spreading across Kent County this month with a simple message. You are not alone. Community of Hearts has launched Smiles Every Mile. It's a month-long series of events focused on emotional wellness, stress relief, and community connection. Led by Kent County Commissioner Monica Sparks, the campaign includes everything from Wellness Wednesdays. That sounds familiar.
I know. I'm like,
Therapeutic Thursdays. Oh, we love the alliteration. And free self-care kits, relaxation services, and mental health training offered in 7 different languages. Now, organizers say the goal is to make support feel more welcoming and, of course, more accessible, especially for people who may never seek help in a traditional clinical setting. Now, more than 25 churches, local businesses, and community partners are taking part, helping bringing resources directly into neighborhoods across West Michigan. Again, it's all month long. You can head to communityofhearts.org if you want more info.